From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kiri Rogers.
And I'm Mikey Tonko. A Las Cruces middle school teacher is under arrest. He's suspected of having an inappropriate relationship with a 14-year-old.
That's right. 43-year-old Wyatt Cornelius was a teacher and coach at Camino Royale Middle School. He's charged with touching a 14-year-old girl inappropriately in class and during sporting events. He's also accused of inappropriate Snapchat conversations with the student. He is charged with felony criminal sexual contact of a minor and a felony court of child soliciting by electronic device. Las Cruces Public Schools are removing the name of Cesar Chavez Elementary School.
That's right. Yesterday, the Board of Education voted unanimously in favor of the name change. Also at the meeting, a timeline of the process as well as a budget was laid out. The expense for the change is expected to be around $10,000. Following the meeting, LCPS received over 50 public comments from the community, most speaking in favor of the change. The official rebranding will begin May 20th, and the new name will be adopted on July 1st of this year. Doña Ana County animal control staff are working to save the lives of 15 dogs they rescued from severe neglect. Yesterday morning in Chaparral, they found 18 dogs in poor condition.
And 3 others were dead, and the rest were suffering from severe malnutrition and medical distress. Of the 18, 15 were transported to the county's court hold facility. 1 ran away, 1 was humanely euthanized due to severe sickness, and 1 died while being transported. Animal control staff are providing around-the-clock care. All animals will remain at the court hold facility pending legal proceedings. This case remains under investigation.
And today is Earth Day, isn't it?
Happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day,
Happy Earth Day, Jacqueline.
Happy Earth Day. So it was a very sunny day here in Las Cruces, so I hope you're wearing your sunscreen because we received a lot of love from the Earth today. So right now the skies are sunny with the temperature being at 82 degrees. The winds are blowing west at 11 miles per hour, but tonight those will rise to 23 miles per hour. The humidity is at 8% and the dew point is at 16, leaving our barometer at 29.93 inches. So like I said, it was a sunny day today, so our high was 86 degrees, our low at 53. Our record high in 1989 was at 96, and our record low in 1972 was 30. There was no rain today, leaving our yearly rainfall at 2 inches. Back to the desk.
Well, the celebrities are gone, the cameras are put away, and plans are already in the works for next year.
That's right. But from April 8th through the 12th, Las Cruces was where students and professionals met to appreciate films from more than 50 countries.
News 22's Giandra Hernandez takes us to the 11th Las Cruces International Film Festival.
What sets this festival apart is that it's run largely by students. In fact, it's one of the largest student-run film festivals in the country.
Opens up the opportunity to run a film festival, which is something you can't really get anywhere else. And having one right in your back door that connects you to a growing industry is really a unique opportunity.
And the experience starts long before the film festival begins.
Oh, it's amazing. And you look back and you think, how the hell did we do this?
NMSU professor Ross Marks started the festival back in 2016. He says the festival brings something special to Las Cruces every year and helps the students see what is possible.
So the very genesis of it was always to make it student-run, and it's been amazing because it's grown so much. And so the fact that the students can continue to build and grow this event is the most impressive.
And this year's guest list brings serious industry recognition. Filmmaker Shane Black and actors like Steve Zahn and Michael Rooker saw how seriously the students did their jobs.
So I think this kind of film festival and having classes for you guys to get involved with it is really genius.
Throughout the week, students and attendees can sit in on workshops and panels led by industry professionals, covering everything from acting and cinematography to stunt choreography and screenwriting.
So if you can do a collegial thing, if you can start a writers group or join a writers group that already exists, get to the people who are like you, get to the common like-minded people who will be your friend and that you can commiserate with, because it's a lonely boat.
For many students here, it's not just about watching films. It's about figuring out how to make them and who to meet along the way. Students aren't just learning about the industry, they're already working in it. Giandra Hernandez, News 22.
Great story. The New Mexico Commissioner of Public Lands is trying to figure out how to keep the federal government from seizing some state land. The Trump administration wants 7 acres near the Santa Teresa port of entry to expand the border wall.
In March, the CBP offered $800,000 for the land, but the state refused. The state land office was notified on Friday that the CBP would fill out paperwork to condemn the land and seize it. Commissioner of Public Lands Stephanie Garcia Richard is reviewing options to block the acquisition. The state of Texas wants some New Mexico land as well. The Texans want to annex Eddy, Lee, and Roosevelt counties in southeastern New Mexico. Texas House Speaker Dustin Burrows directed a state committee to lay out the process to take the 3 counties. One cannot annex part of another without consent from both state legislators and approval from Congress. Critics say Texas only wants money produced by these counties. The counties are New Mexico's oil patch, and the revenue makes up 50% of New Mexico's annual budget. The Las Cruces International Airport is planning some big upgrades in the near future, including some commercial service expansion. Airport manager Andy Hume says the master plan includes an extension to the 2 runways, terminal renovation, a transitional terminal, and parking expansion. Passenger growth is expected to grow to 10,000 passengers over the next 5 years without additions of service to Phoenix and Dallas. Stay tuned. Jacqueline will be back with your national weather forecast.
But first, why smoking might not be the biggest threat to your lungs here in Las Cruces. More on that when News 22 continues.
Having aired in the U.S. and internationally for over 3 decades, Wailana Yoga helped pioneer the modern-day yoga movement. With her clear and authentic instruction set against spectacular scenic backdrops and uplifting music, Wailana makes yoga easily accessible and enjoyable for people of all backgrounds and experience levels.
Sunday morning at 6:30 on KRWG-Public Media.
This week on KRWG's Music Spotlight.
My brother introduced me to the Beatles at a very young age, and I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade, and that really pushed me towards a beautiful musical journey.
Saturday at 10 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Wednesday,
where news matters. Child poverty continues to be a growing concern in New Mexico. In 2024, child poverty more than doubled from 5% to 13%. And the issue is expected to get worse due to SNAP and Medicaid cuts from the Trump administration's One Big Beautiful Bill. State lawmakers passed a Senate bill that will help the state avoid losing around $140 million in state revenue, which will be used to help fund local programs. They also have allocated another $12 million for food assistance. The El Paso-Las Cruces area has been ranked among the most air polluted in the country, according to the new report from the American Lung Association.
That's right. In their State of the Air 2026 report, the El Paso-Las Cruces area was ranked 16 worst out of 226 metropolitan areas for ozone between 2022 and 2024. Extreme heat, drought, and wildfires are contributing to unhealthy levels of air pollution across much of the U.S., according to the report, and shows conditions worsening further. Rural hospitals in New Mexico are struggling to stay afloat, just as federal funding continues to get cut.
Starting in 2026, hundreds of hospitals got rural status, which allows hospitals to get more favorable reimbursement rates in rural areas where a quarter of residents struggle to pay their hospital bills. In 2025, state legislators were told 6 to 8 rural hospitals could close over the next few years. New Mexico is set to receive $211 million in federal money to support rural health this year. Well, it looks like we can get more than electronics from Amazon.
Absolutely.
And we can also get our national weather from Jacqueline.
Yes, so it looks like we got it all on this Earth Day. We can see there are some clouds, some sun, some rain, and even potentially some snow tonight. Yeah, you heard that right. Over here in Maine, they are expected to get some light snow tonight, but as for us down here in the south, we are seeing a lot of those clouds. Like we can see in Dallas, they are looking at 79 degrees. We can see in Cincinnati, they're looking at 78. Minneapolis reaching 86. And we can see there is some rain over here in Cut Bank and in Billings. And Rapid City, it looks like they got some rapid sun, almost hitting 90 degrees. And that is pretty high considering it's only April. Taking a look at my next map. So there is going to be some severe storms in the upper Midwest, primarily in this area, so hitting Minneapolis, Chicago, Omaha, Kansas City, and Oklahoma City, primarily in this middle range. So there is to be some expected hail that could be potentially the size of golf balls. And we can also see there will be some high winds in the area as well. Speaking of high winds, let's take a look at my next map. So yes, you might have seen that down here in the south, mainly in the south of New Mexico. We did get some of that red flag weather warning, so do expect a lot of high winds tomorrow between 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow. So it looks like it's primarily focusing around TRC, Alamogordo, Las Cruces, and Deming. But I'll be back with your local temps to go over more of that weather.
Thousands of people have come here to the Center of Seoul this evening. They have come to celebrate the newly elected president, Lee Jae-myung.
He's been firing rubber bullets at the direction of the crowd, and it shows you just how volatile the situation is.
We're seeing scenes of destruction like this one across Mandalay, and the reality on the ground is there just aren't enough pairs of hands.
Given the scale of the attacks we've seen over the past 48 hours, it doesn't feel like we're in ceasefire territory.
Are you getting KRWG's Airwaves digital program guide in your email? If not, there's an easy and convenient way to get it delivered straight to your inbox. Simply go to krwg.org, click on the button that says Subscribe to Airwaves Online, fill out your email information, and just like that, you'll be on your way to receiving Airwaves up to 2 weeks before the beginning of the month via email. KRWG Public Media, powered by you.
Welcome back. Let's go ahead and take a look so we can see in Farmington, they are at 73 degrees. Santa Fe, they're looking at 69. In Gallup, 66. So it looks like it's a little bit cooler in the north of the state. In Clovis, they were at 82. Socorro, 81. And in Ruidoso, it was at 68, but just their neighbor next door, Roswell, was at 86. In Cruces, it was 82 today. And in Deming, 1 degree cooler at 81. So taking a look at for tomorrow, we are seeing the same thing, those cooler temperatures in the north. So we can see Farmington is at 66. Albuquerque is at 74. Socorro is at 80 degrees. Clovis is at 85. Roswell keeping it high at 91. Las Cruces tomorrow is looking at 81 degrees. And Deming 1 degree warmer at 82 degrees. So in Alamogordo, the skies tonight, we are going to be seeing a little bit of those clouds with their low being at 55 degrees. And tomorrow, the sun is bright and shining at 83 degrees. And in TRC, they're seeing same with those clouds, the low at 51, and tomorrow, the high at 82. And in Silver City, they are looking a little cooler, so it will be 46 as the low tonight. And tomorrow, sunny skies, 71 is the high. And in Las Cruces, we will be getting some of those winds, but it will be sunny tomorrow with the high of 81. And tonight, we look at some of those clouds and at 53 degrees.
On this season of Patty's Mexican Table, we are in the Yucatan Peninsula. ¡Qué rico! I'm going to take all the things I learned here and put them to use in my kitchen so that you can use them too.
Friday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
KRWG-TV's public file is available at 2915 McPhee Circle in Milton Hall, Room 117, on the campus of New Mexico State University. Regular business hours are from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1 to 5 p.m. weekdays. You can also view the file online at publicfiles.fcc.gov.
Join KRWG Public Media for a free screening of the independent lens film The Librarians at Thomas Brannigan Memorial Library in Las Cruces, Thursday, April 23rd. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the screening begins promptly at 5:30, followed by a short discussion. Light snacks will be provided.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it!
Welcome back. I'm Mikey Tonko, and let's talk sports. A new era for Organ Mountain High School girls basketball. The Knights have named Nick Clark as their new head coach, stepping into the role with experience already inside the program. Clark has previously coached within the Organ Mountain system and now takes over with a focus on building consistency and developing talent at the 6A level. The move comes as the program looks to stay competitive in one of New Mexico's toughest districts. Clark says his goal is to continue growing the team's culture and success moving forward. A new leader on the sideline and a fresh chapter for the Knights. The 2026 NCAA college gymnastics season wrapped up this weekend with national championships finals for both men and women. First, let's take it to Champaign, Illinois for the men's championship. 2024 Olympic bronze medalist Fred Richard of the Michigan Wolverines won the individual all-around crown. The team event went to Stanford Cardinal Men's Gymnastics as they captured the 2026 NCAA Men's Gymnastics Championships with a 329.825 score. The Cardinals led wire to wire, hitting all 24 routines to claim their 11th title and extend a remarkable 50-year NCAA championship streak. Heading south to Fort Worth, Texas, closing out another exciting season of NCAA women's gymnastics. The final saw the Oklahoma Sooners dominate their way to their 8th national title since 2014, all under the amazing coach KJ Kindler. But it wasn't easy. The LSU Tigers and the Florida Gators pushed a tight finish, while the Minnesota Golden Gophers made a surprise run to their finals, finishing 4th. One of the biggest moments of the night, a perfect 10.0 vault from LSU's Kaylin Chio, earning 10s from all 6 judges, a rare and incredibly difficult feat. This is Oklahoma's 5th team win in the last 6 years, capping off their dynasty of dominance. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. Still ahead on News 22, Jacqueline will be back to take a look at our 5-day forecast.
We're here in Washington to find out what comes next.
Not only at home, but around the world.
They're preparing for what might be coming.
Our correspondents give you the full story.
For a global perspective, join us on BBC World News America.
Creating a will, trust, or an estate plan can be expensive, time-consuming, and oftentimes frustrating. KRWG Public Media is pleased to offer our members no-cost access to Giving Docs, whose online tools will help you plan for the people and causes that mean the most to you. Don't put this off any longer and learn more about Giving Docs at krwg.org/legacy. KRWG Public Media, powered by you.
In-depth conversations on arts and issues with Fresh Air, weekday mornings at 11 on KRWG-FM and streaming live on krwg.org.
Welcome back to News 22 Wednesday. Let's take a look at our top stories.
43-year-old Wyatt Cornelius, a Las Cruces middle school teacher, has been arrested and charged for criminal sexual conduct with a 14-year-old girl. A Las Cruces Public School Board of Education voted unanimously to change the name of Cesar Chavez Elementary School after sexual allegations against the late activist. And News 22 took you inside this year's Las Cruces International Film Festival, where students got to go through workshops and learn from some of the film's industry's top professionals.
Wow, I can barely handle that one.
Yeah, and I can barely handle this heat. So let's take a look at our 5 days. So it looks like we're seeing a lot of the sun, some wind, but mainly staying in the mid-80s and in the 50s.
And that's all for News 22 Wednesday. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Tune in tomorrow night, but don't go too far, because Sofia Martinez is next with Noticias 22 en Español. I'm Kiri Rogers.
And I'm Mikey Tonko, and from the whole News 22 team, Jacqueline, Kiri, and myself, have a wonderful night. I know this is Kiri's last time to anchor. She's graduating in a few weeks. So congratulations, Kiri.
Thank you.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, la información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Muy buenas tardes, mi nombre es Sofía Martínez y les traigo las breves con Noticias 22. Hoy la policía de Las Cruces arrestó a un maestro y entrenador de la secundaria Camino Real. El maestro de 43 años, Wyatt Cornelius, fue arrestado por presuntamente tener relaciones inapropiadas con un estudiante de 14 años. Cornelius enfrenta cargos graves, incluyendo contacto sexual con un menor, solicitud de un menor por medio electrónico y contribuir con la delincuencia de un menor. Los investigadores dicen que Cornelius y la víctima de 14 años intercambiaron mensajes inapropiados en Snapchat y él tocó de manera inapropiada a la estudiante en la escuela. Y en eventos deportivos. La policía arrestó a Cornelius el día de hoy y permanece encarcelado en el centro de detención del condado de Doña Ana y en la escuela pública de Las Cruces eliminaron el nombre de la escuela de la primaria César Chávez. Ayer en la tarde, en la Junta de Educación votó por unanimidad a favor del cambio del nombre. También en la reunión se presentó un cronograma del proceso, así como un presupuesto. Se estima que el cambio será de $10,000. Después de la reunión, el distrito recibió más de 50 comentarios públicos de la comunidad, la mayoría a favor del cambio del nombre. La removisión de la marca comienza el 20 de mayo y el nuevo nombre será adoptado el 1 de julio de este año. Gracias por estar con nosotros hoy en Noticias 22.